Let's try to understand this plane sedimentation a little further with one more example. So in this example, we have been given total suspended solids weight of 1000 grams. So these suspended solids are there in water. So the suspended solids will have different particles, and these particles will have different sizes. So these particle sizes are given to us. These are varying from 0.1 mm up to 0.6 mm. Now depending upon the particle size, the velocity will also be different. So for the smaller particle size, velocity is smaller, and for the larger particle size, velocity will be larger because it is the velocity of settlement. Apart from that, percentage of particles is also given to us. That is, in this 1000 gram, 10% of the particles have particle size of 0.1 mm. So it means that 10% of this 1000 gram will be 100 grams. So 100 grams particles have particle size of 0.1 mm. So this way all the other percentage are also given for different particle sizes. Apart from this data, surface overflow rate is given to us, that is 0.35 mm per second, and we have to find out the efficiency of the tank. Efficiency of the tank here means that out of this 1000 gram, what is the amount that will settle. So let's say g grams out of this 1000 gram, g grams will settle. So efficiency would be g by 1000 into 100. So this we have to obtain. Now for that, first we need to obtain what is the amount, what is this value of g, that is total amount of out of this 1000 gram that will settle. So let's try to find that out. So first of all, the surface overflow rate is given to us. What is the surface overflow rate? It is the settling velocity of smallest particle size which will settle completely. So let's try to understand this with our given data. So here you can see this surface overflow rate is 0.35 mm per second, and if you see for this 0.4 mm particle size, this settling velocity is also 0.35 mm per second. It means that this 0.4 mm particle size, it is the smallest particle or the smallest particle size which will be removed by 100%. Now we know that this is the particle size which will be removed by 100%. Now what about the other particle sizes? So if a particle which has a settling velocity of 0.35 mm per second, if it is going to be removed completely, so obviously the particles which have velocity greater than this 0.35, they will be settled completely. It means that all these particles which have velocity greater than equal to surface overflow rate, let's say surface overflow rate is v naught, so all the particles which have settling velocity greater than equal to surface overflow rate will settle completely. We just focus on the surface overflow rate because it is a limiting value. This is the smallest particle size which will be settled completely, and other smaller sizes. So here we obtained that this 0.4, 0.5 and 0.6 mm dia particle will settle completely. Now what about the smaller particle sizes? So we have 0.1 mm dia particle, 0.2 mm dia particle and 0.3 mm dia particle, and their settling velocity is less than the surface overflow rate, so they will not settle completely but they will settle partially. So how do we find out this partial settlement? For that we have a concept of percentage removal, and this percentage removal is equal to Vs dash, that is the settling velocity for that particular particle size, divided by V naught, that is your surface overflow rate. Earlier I might have denoted it as Vs, that is I am trying to tell you the settling velocity of smallest particle, so that we can denote as Vs. So both are the same things. If you have understood the concept, it will not confuse you. So that way we can find out this partial removal of particles. Now we have to find out total amount which has settled. So this 0.4 mm dia particle, 0.5 mm dia particle and 0.6 mm dia particle are settling completely. And what is their total amount? So 5% is 5% is 0.4 mm, 30% is 0.5 mm, and 20% is 0.6 mm. Their summation is 55%. So 55% of the particles are settling completely. That means out of 1000 gram, this 550 gram will be the 55%. So this 550 gram is the direct number we are getting, that is the weight or the amount of particles that is settling completely. Now remaining from this 45%, that is 10 plus 20 plus 15, some amount will be settled, and that we have to obtain. So let's try to find that. So let's calculate for 0.1 mm particle size first. We are trying to find out the amount of settlement or the amount of particles that have settled. So first of all, let's find out the percentage removal. So that is equal to Vs dash upon V naught. So what is the velocity of this 0.1 mm particles? It is 0.2 mm per second. So 0.2 divided by 0.35 into 100, it is equal to 57.14%. What is this 57.14%? It is the percentage of particles of 0.1 mm dia size or 0.1 mm size which will settle. Now let's find out what is the total amount of these particles. So total amount, we know these particles were in 10%. So that we have seen here, these particles are 10% in total suspended solids. It means their total amount is 100 grams. Now out of 100 grams, this 57.14% is going to be settled. So the amount settled we can find out as 57.14 divided by 100 into 100 grams, which is equal to 57.14 grams. Now similarly we can calculate for 0.3 mm and 0.2 mm and 0.3 mm also. Now with this earlier calculation, we can observe one thing. What we have done, we have found out this percentage settlement, that is 0.2 divided by 0.35, and after that we have multiplied with our amount, that was 100 grams, and that gave us the amount that is going to be settled. So rather than doing this whole step, like first finding out the percentage, then finding out this total amount, we can directly do it. So for 0.2 and 0.3 mm, we can write down the amount settled as, so what is the settling velocity? For 0.2 it is 0.25 and for 0.3 mm it is 0.3. So that is 0.25 divided by 0.35 and multiply it with its total amount. So total amount is 0.2 mm is of 20%. 20% means 200 grams. So that will give you the amount settled for this 0.2 mm particle size. Similarly, we can obtain for 0.3 mm. So for 0.3 mm, the settling velocity is 0.3 mm per second, and this surface overflow rate is 0.35, and multiply its amount, so it is 15%. It means the amount is 150 grams. So if we calculate this point for 0.2 mm, it is equal to 142.8 gram, and for 0.3 it is 128.5 grams. So we have obtained for all these three, that is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and for the remaining three also we had obtained this 550 gram. So this means we have got the total amount of solids or total amount of suspended solids that have settled, and it is equal to 57.14 plus 142.8 plus 128.5 plus 550. So this is for the 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.3, these three particle size, and this is for the remaining three. So if you do the summation, this total amount is equal to 878.44 grams, and now we can find out the efficiency. efficiency is equal to amount settled, that is 878.44, divided by total amount that was there in suspension into 100, and that is equal to 87.844%. So out of this 1000 gram, 878.44 gram have settled. So that way we can obtain the efficiency. Now one more good thing you can observe here. So here surface overflow rate was 0.35 mm per second, and that's why these three particle sizes were settling completely. Now what if the surface overflow rate had been 0.2 mm per second? So what have happened? We would have got 100% efficiency because all the particles would have settled completely. So that means we desire for lower surface flow rate, surface overflow rate. So for surface overflow rate is equal to what? Discharge divided by surface area. So this surface overflow rate can be decreased if we increase the surface area. So it is desirable to have more surface area for plain sedimentation tank. This is about your sedimentation. Now this equation, I mean the question we have solved, the general solution can also be given to this. So here we had taken limited particles, that is 0.1 mm, 0.2 mm up to 0.6 mm. Now rather than this, if more particle sizes are there, so then this cumulative curve is plot. In this cumulative curve, on this x-axis we have settling velocity, and on the y-axis we have percentage particles having settling velocity less than given on x-axis. It means that if we are talking about this point, so here 10% is given, it will mean that 10% of the particles have settling velocity less than or equal to 0.1 mm per second. Similarly for this point, for this 45% point, it will mean that 45% of the particles will have settling velocity less than or equal to this 0.35 mm per second. So using this curve, the total percentage removal can be given. So total percentage removal is given by integration. So this x naught is corresponding, x naught is the percentage corresponding to surface overflow rate. So above this surface overflow rate, I mean for this upper part, these particles will settle completely. So that is 100 minus x naught will settle completely, and for this lower part these will settle in proportional to their velocities, that is equal to, this integration will be done from x naught is equal to from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to x naught, and this integration is vs dash divided by v naught into 100 into dx. So that way we can obtain the total percentage removal. But this integration is not very easy to do. So what is done, instead of integration, these small strips are taken. So and this, for this delta x, this strip is taken, and for this particular strip we will say this velocity is corresponding to some value. Similarly we can take another strip and we can define its velocity as one value. So this solution of this equation, I mean this particular equation, it can be written in another form, that is 100 minus x naught, and rather than doing this integration we can do the summation, that is 1 by v naught summation of vs dash into delta x. So delta x is the size of this various strips we are taking. So this way also total percentage removal can be obtained. So this is actually what we had done in our example. 100 minus x naught was our 100 minus 45%, so that we got 55%, which was 550 grams, and for the remaining part we did this, that is for the 0.1 mm it was 0.2 by 0.35 something like that, into 10% was their particles. So this is just what we had done. So similarly for 0.2 for 0.2 mm particles, this velocity was 0.25 I guess. So multiplied by 20% plus 0.3, it was 0.3 by 0.35 into 15%. So this way also we can obtain, or you can do it, I mean it is just same, both the ways are same. So this way I think it is enough about the plain sedimentation. Next we can start with the coagulated sedimentation. If you have any doubt in this, please ask.